My brothers and sisters, we celebrate the 30th Sunday in Ordinary Time. In the Gospel of Luke, Jesus teaches us about prayer. First, we learn to pray with Jesus to the Father in what we call the Lord's Prayer, or simply the Our Father. We learn that we must remember to give thanks and praise to God, and that we must persevere in our petitions to God. Today, Jesus gives us another lesson in prayer. We only find this parable in St. Luke's Gospel, which is sometimes referred to as Gospel of Prayer. It tells us that our prayer must be genuine, it must be honest, and it must be humble. Jesus in today's Gospel teaches us the truth which was proposed in the book of Sirach, that the prayer of the lowly pierces the clouds. It does not rest until it reaches its goal. God favors prayer which is humble. Such is the lesson with the parable of the two men who went up to the temple to pray. God was not pleased with the prayer of the proud Pharisee. Actually, it was not prayer at all, but only a list of self-congratulations. But God was pleased with the humble tax collector. His was a sincere prayer for mercy, while the Pharisee is obviously pleased with himself and expecting God to be pleased as well. He offered as his prayer a list of his achievements. He thanked God that his works place him above others, especially above that rich man behind him. But Jesus said that is why what the tax collector who went home justified. What did he find so pleasing in this lowly figure? We can find the answer in another passage. Once criticized for eating with other tax collectors and sinners, Jesus said he had not come for the healthy but for the sick. Of course, everyone is spiritually sick and in need of Jesus' help, but only those who humble hearts actually see and acknowledge their need. Failing to see themselves as spiritually needy. They see no need for God's grace and mercy. The tax collector's prayer was one of the petitions, a plea for help, and the type of prayer we often offer to God. Authentic petition express the kind of humility of which Jesus approves. We ask God favor because we know He is the right person to turn to, that He has the power to help us. Humble prayer expresses God's power and our need. Our humble prayer goes right to heaven because the prayer of the lowly pierces the clouds and does not rest until it reaches its goal. That's why it is important, my brothers and sisters, to come to our God with humble hearts and ask for help, for mercy, because He is the merciful God who will always answer our petitions. May He bless you.